Hello, welcome to E SQL solving industry problems. So today again, as you can see in front of you, we have our senior executive officers. They've approached us once again. So let's have a look. What do they have for us, and what are we going to be solving today? As you can see in front of you, this is fraud detection. All right, that's a good one. What section of business is this? Is on under supply chain management, and finally is under fraud operations. That's good. Okay, so guess I don't know why they are frowning, but let's have a look. Going to the next page. Yes, this is their project aim. Let's have a look what their project aim is. I can see clearly they have this is the project aim, and they have one, two points under the project aim, and finally one constraint. So let's start from the top. Looking at the top now, what do they want? They want a business insight. That's fine, we can produce that. What kind of business insight do they have? Do they want? They want us to produce a model to model a fraud detection application. All right, that's good. We can achieve that. Let's go to the next bit. They want us to detect fraudulent transactions and the amount. Okay, this is very, very important. The next bit, they want us to, as number C, they want us to detect fraudulent staff involved. Oh my, I hope we can provide this, and I hope also the staff gets what they deserve, really. So what next? Number two. As you can see here, we need to achieve this without using formulas. That's fine. We can do that. That's what ESQL is about. And why without formulas? As you can see on the left hand side, they're using Excel, and we can operate with Excel without formulas. Moving forward, the next bit here, you can see there's a constraint here. What is the constraint? Zero Excel formula knowledge. All right. So that's the constraint of Excel. You need to have multiple formula knowledge. If you don't have it, you might not be able to work with it. But ESQL makes it very simple. So how are we going to do this? What data are we going to use? On the right hand side, as you can see, we have a raw data that we've been provided with, and we're going to have a look at it on the next page. So what kind of result are we going to give? It depends on the data. Let's have a look at the data now. So moving forward now, this is the data. All right, fine. I'm just going to start on from my left hand side. From my left hand side, as you can see, this is the project aim. Still what I said, what I explained in the previous page. Let's have a look now at the data. Okay, the data is on under the raw data. As you can see here, this is the data. All right, we've got one table here. Let's see what this entails. I can see they've provided us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, and under the columns, starting from my left hand side, I can see this transaction ID, 1 all to 11. We don't know if there are more data. We'll find out next. We have staff ID. Okay, clearly these are the staffs involved in whatever is going on. Let's see if any of the staff will be found wanting in any fraud activity. We go to the next bit. We have the amount of transactions. All right, different kind of amount of transaction. Then we go to the next bit. We have the transaction date when it took place. That's fine. Then the next bit here, which finally this bit here, this is this transaction type, that they've done. Clearly, as you can see, what I can see here, there's sales, there's refund, the sales again, refund. So we'll need to dig into this data out. We should be focused on one particular category and not all. Now, why will the company want to be able to create a fraud system, as you can see on the left hand side, to be able to detect fraud? I think the answer is on your right hand side. Why? The why is much here, as you can see. First of all, risk management. Risk clearly it's anything that reduces your company's efficiency, your capability. So it could be losses also. It limits your efficiency. So I can say I'll pick number two, to enhance risk management strategies for accounts. Yes, this is important. Multiple categories of business that you run. You don't want any kind of risk to affect your business and reduce your services to that you aim to render, or your business objective. I'll move on to the benefits now. What kind of benefits will a company involved in supply chain have if they have a good fraud capability to detect fraud? Clearly, as you can see here, one to three, you can have a look later on, but I can see minimize risk of financial fraud. Yes, that's the key thing here. Might minimize any losses financially that your company might be going through. Also, enhanced regulatory compliance, which is key. Companies or customers having issues with the company, fraudulent activities or whatever is going on, they can report you to any regulatory agency, and that won't be looking good in a company. So what kind of result are we going to apply, or what kind of approach am I going to apply today? My approach here will be simple, but has a capability of handling what they want. It is Excel data they've provided us. Today we're going to go with E SQL. That's the same approach, and E SQL is capable of handling this kind of modeling. What next? I'm going to provide a simple report for the managers. I'm going to also document the result to make it very simple for them to understand. I must tell you, there are lots of documentation that needs to go on in this particular approach here. So every single person that picks this report in the future should be able to run a simple script without knowing anything about Excel and achieve it. I'm going to be applying cluster analysis and also fraud modeling. If you don't know what cluster analysis is, watch our previous video. We'll be applying it gradually. I'm just only bringing the analysis behind the scene, but E SQL is going to be doing every single thing you see here. Is just the engine of E SQL doing it. I'm only showing you the technical bit, but you don't need to know the technical bit. You just need to have the script of E SQL and achieve what you need to achieve. Alright, so let's crack on. Moving on, I hope at the end of the day, like usual, I am going to make this company happy by meeting their business objective, by applying clearly E SQL to save the day. So, moving on from this, we're going to dive straight into the demo. What am I going to be providing today? I'm just going to launch E SQL now to show you how we're going to approach this project aim. So now pulling up E SQL, just going to click on the start screen. This is the main screen of E SQL. This is where you start every other thing. You can also click the start screen, start the interface from any other page. Alright, what I always do before pulling up E SQL interface, I always try to inspect the data. This, what I showed you before was the snapshot of the data. Now this is the real data. Let's see. This is the same pattern from A, B, C, D, and E. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. What kind of data do we have? Transaction ID, staff ID, amount, transaction date, transaction type. Let's see how big is this data. Let's go down and let's see. I'm going down. Oh my, oh my, oh my. This is so long. Now I can see why. I was told, I got a briefing about this, that the accountants have tried so much, they've not been able to get it. You see, we're still going down. I'm currently on 686. Let's go down more. Alright, this is one of the largest example we've used, but just so you know, we can do millions, thousands of data. No problem. We're still going down. I don't know how many rows we have, But instead of doing it that way, we're just going to write a simple script to get that out. So I'm just going to open ESQL now. I'm going to open on big screen, so we know how many rows of data we have. So in knowing that, I'm going to go to this. I love using this this particular view too, because it gives me opportunity to see the data here. Gives me a big screen for me to show you what I'm doing here. So let's see how many rows of data we have. In doing this, I'm going to run this simple script. No need for formula, just run this simple script.
E SQL operation started.
The number of rows that we have. All right.
E SQL operation finished.
Wonderful. ESQL has finished. This is just the beginning. So we know we have this amount of data. I need to make this bigger. Let's make this bigger so everyone can see. Yes. All right. So we have, wow, we have 1,005 rows of data for us to analyze, for us to be able to, one, if you remember, to be able to answer the questions of the senior managers, for us to model a fraud detection application, then the next bit for us to detect fraudulent transactions if there are any, and the third one for us to get the list of the staff that are involved in this. So while this is this is fraud, and I need to take it easy to explain every single step to you, I'm going to make this video in little bits. So this is going to be video 1. I'm going to come back and explain to you how we're going to tackle the first bit, how to model the fraud detection system, which is just a simple script, and we document it for the managers to use. So the first thing I'm going to do here now, because I see it's 1005, the best practice for us to do is to let the managers know the number of rows of data we are working on that they've provided. So I'm going to click on comment here. I'm going to use the green, and as you can see, ESQL has done its thing. ESQL has put in the script sample and the result here. I'm just going to come on this green place, simple, and put this in. This is clear, simple documentation. This will be part of the report I'm sending to the senior manager. This is how simple. Let me make it bigger so you see what I've done. This is how simple ESQL makes documentation is. Clear and simple. So someone can pick this script and clearly know what this script does. Total count of the data analyzed. The script, what is the script? This is the script that I just ran. What is the result? This is what it provided me. This is step 1. So I'm going to take it simple and easy. By the time we finish this project, you should be a fraud analyst ready to take any kind of job, any kind of project heads on using ESQL. Alright, so that is for analysis, really, investigation of the data and what we are supposed to do. So I'm going to stop here now, then we continue in the next video. Thank you.